things, I have been meeting with doctors and engineers and people who have studied science, so they can come and address the students about science.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was never really a part of any club. I mean, we didn't have any clubs as such. I'm much older than you are, I believe. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Anand.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing well. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. How's your day going?
Yeah, it is going good so far.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Are you excited about weekend?
No, I'm not. Hmm. Because
Why not?
for me, like, weekend is same. You
Okay.
know,
As in, how do
like,
you spend your weekends usually?
like I have holiday on
Mm-hmm.
Sunday. So I just enjoy. I go out for a walk, or I would visit new place. Just that. Um,
Okay. All right. Here, the topic of the day is university. Would you like to speak about that or any other topic?
yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay. So why don't you define university first for me? What, according to you, is an university? Is it just an institution or is it a concept? What do you think?
I think it is institution.
Okay. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
and like we go to university, just we go to schools. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
here you can say one thing, that if somebody is going to university, yeah, they are choosing to go. But when you are kids, you have to go to your schools because your parents
Okay.
want you to go to
Not
school.
much choice. Mm-hmm.
Yes, not your choice, but university is your choice, whether you want to go or not. Yeah, that's the only
Mm-hmm.
difference between schools and university. And right now, it seems like everybody, goes to university. So there is no difference
Okay.
between going to schools and university. Everybody is getting educated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's become mandatory these
yeah,
days.
mandatory these days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, here there's a question that says, is it necessary to pursue further education after high school or not?
No,
Huh,
it's
that's what we
individual.
mentioned. It's become necessary, but do you think it is necessary actually, or do you think we can just work on random skills and opt for a job?
No, I don't think that one must go to
Mm-hmm.
university.
Mm-hmm.
It it's individual choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
one want to go to university or not.
Mm-hmm.
For example, look at the most of successful people in this world. They
Mm-hmm.
never went to university.
Yeah.
According to
Yeah.
them, they never went to university. They are dropout. You know.
Yeah.
So yes, it is not necessary to go to university to build something that you want to build in your
Mm-hmm.
life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In fact, most of the, like, what can I say, like, people who doesn't have any kind of innovation in them, they don't
Mm-hmm.
have any kind of like any kind of
Any inbuilt
uh,
talent or anything as
yeah,
such.
talent, then they will definitely go to university, after university somewhere else, and in this way they are going one
Mm-hmm.
place to another place in their life.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Mm-hmm.
people who have something special, they drop their education, because education is anyway right now. What do you mean by education?
Mm-hmm.
Education is just something you are doing for earning your living.
Mm-hmm.
So if one is intelligent enough,
Mm-hmm.
then he understands that he can earn living by different methods and better, much better way than this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they live it. They
Okay.
enjoy
Okay.
different path.
Not necessarily, but these days skills are more important than degrees. I mean, everyone goes ahead and completes their education. Yes, a degree is important, but if you ask about the organizations, especially the corporate organizations, they are mostly looking into the skills rather than just a degree. Even if you have a degree, if you're not skilled enough, or if you can't handle the pressure, etc., there's a possibility that you will not succeed much. So if you want to have a wonderful career, skills are more important than, and also even before for that matter, until say for first maybe 3 to 4 years degree is important. After that you don't even have to mention it in the resume. You don't have to mention the percentage or the class, nothing. You don't have to mention. I don't in my resume. I've just mentioned that I've graduated from this college, that's all. But the rest of it is filled with the skills, the projects that I've worked on, the skills, the organizations that I've worked in, as what was my role, and what were my responsibilities, etc. So I feel skills are more important than degree. Slowly it's changing, but I think there will be a point in the future wherein we will not necessarily rely on degrees from university.
Degrees.
So I don't think so.
I think
Um,
this point has come right now because most,
Certifications will become more important, is what I feel.
yeah, yeah. Right now, most of the companies are looking for somebody who has innovation and who can,
Yes,
uh,
yes,
yeah, who can do something new for their company, who has
yes,
skills,
yes,
not degrees.
yes,
So yeah,
yes.
I think we are at a point of time where only and only skills matter, not no
Hmm.
degree.
Mhm. Like for example, if you consider politicians, there's no degree as such that is required to become a politician, or even businessmen for that matter. Not every businessman has an MBA, right? Especially the successful people there don't have an MBA at all. They have built a business based on their own knowledge and experience, is what I feel. So slowly these things are becoming more important: practical knowledge, skills, etc.,
Yeah.
leadership qualities.
And now, like there was a time when people uh, was like less in number. Educated people was less in number.
Mm-hmm.
Ed-
Mm-hmm.
Educated people were less in number. But
Work,
right
work.
now, yeah. So lots of people are getting education. So automatically, one will be, scrutinized if they do not
Mhm,
have well
mhm.
skills.
Yeah, true. Very true. Very true. I do remember in my college, there were so many of my classmates and friends who had good percentage, but they couldn't clear the interview, the campus interviews. They couldn't. So then eventually they had to go to Bangalore or Pune somewhere and then find a job later on. So this girl who had 79 percentage, I guess, which was pretty decent, very good amount, very good marks, but she couldn't crack. And she was somebody who was very, what should I say, very well read as well. Not someone who was just silent or something. She was well read. She knew a lot of things apart from subject, but still she couldn't clear it. So
Hmm.
they look into all the other aspects also, the personality, how you present yourself, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So here, there's a question that says, "What was your favorite subject at university? Why did you like it?"
Mine was chemistry, and
Mhm, mhm,
I liked it because since I think my high schooling days, I loved chemistry. I was
mhm,
interested in it. I was interested
mhm,
in other subjects too, but
mhm,
like chemistry was something in which I was very interested. So yes,
mhm,
chemistry
mhm.
was my favorite subject.
Okay, okay. And which one in particular in chemistry?
Chemistry, organic chemistry.
Organic chemistry. Okay, all right. Didn't you? I mean, there are so many formulae, so many equations. Did you
Equations.
never feel that it was complicated? Never.
Now see, yes, if
Mhm,
formulas and I couldn't understand some equations, then definitely it was tough for me. But I was like good at it, so
mhm,
I never
mhm.
felt like it
Okay,
is
okay.
hard for
Since you were
me, it is tough
interested in
for
it,
me.
it was very
Yeah.
natural for you.
Yeah, but yeah, I
Okay.
know lots of my friends, my colleagues had been talking about like
Mm-hmm.
how could you understand what are you doing, what are you
Mm-hmm.
drawing.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was not something like that. I was
Mm-hmm.
understanding what I'm drawing,
Mm-hmm.
what kind of formula it is,
Mm-hmm.
what this
Mm-hmm.
chemical equation means.
Mm-hmm. And was chemistry sir your favorite professor or some other professor?
No, my favorite teacher was my English sir. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Okay. Why?
English because he had been helping me and he was like I think he
He was more like
put
a
lot
friend.
Yeah, he was more like a friend. He put lots of effort to, make me good at English.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
I was also very interested in English language
Uh-huh.
since
Uh-huh.
very early days. So
Okay.
I find him more important than my chemistry teacher.
Okay. Okay. All right. And given a chance, would you choose English than chemistry?
Yes,
No. Okay.
I
All
can.
right. All right. How is the relationship between students and professors different from that between students and teachers at high school?
A little bit mature relationship, more mature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like in schools, our students are very rebellious, like kind of,
Mm-hmm.
naughty.
Mm-hmm.
But when you enter in university, yeah, these things change, and there is a more mature relationship. I mean,
Yes.
uh,
Yes.
students know how to respect teachers and what
Mm-hmm.
they can expect from teachers, and teachers also
Mm-hmm.
know how to, teach the
Yes.
students.
Yes. True. True. Very true. Okay. And how is your relationship with your students right now? Is it different compared to your relationship with your teachers?
Yeah, bit different because during these 10 years, lots of things has been changed, and
Mm-hmm.
things has been changing always. Like if I talk about my grandfather, when he used to go to school, he had different
Mm-hmm.
relationship with their teachers. Like they cannot
Mm-hmm.
stand up in front of teachers. They
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
fear, yeah,
Yes.
in front of their teachers. But in
True.
my days,
True.
yeah, I was more comfortable than them because
Mm-hmm.
things were not like before. And right
Mm-hmm.
now it is even more comfortable. Like now teachers, yeah, look, only teachers in classroom. Anywhere else, if
This
your
friend.
students will find you, yeah, you are just friend, like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
things have been
Okay.
changed, and it is
Okay.
changing at rapid pace.
Okay. Are you happy with the change or how?
Now, see, there's something which is good, but lots of things are bad. Like,
Okay.
kind of
For
the
example.
relationship that teacher and student should have. Or like, students, even that kind of respect that, a
Mm-hmm.
teacher used to get. In
Mm-hmm.
olden days, it is no more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think maybe I'm not only talking about students are wrong. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
teachers are also changing, but more than teachers,
Mm-hmm.
I know students have been changed because of
Students.
generation gap.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers are
Mm-hmm.
very old and they have different mindset, and it has always been happening. Like, your teacher will
Mm-hmm.
be 10 years, 12 years senior to you, and
Mm-hmm.
they have been brought up and bring up in different circumstances,
Yeah.
environment. For
Yeah.
example, I'm talking about like uh, when I was in high school, I was not that much access with internet, so I had kind of rely on book to get information. But right now, these
Mm-hmm.
students can Google anything of this world, right?
Yes. True.
So they have lots of information because of these things. They are changed. They are different. So I
Mhm.
have to
Mhm.
understand, yeah, like how to
Mhm.
cope up with these situations.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Okay. What about your university life and school life? How different was it?
See, I did not attended many classes in university. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
to be
Mm-hmm.
honest. But yes, in our high school days, I used to go to school. I used to take classes. I used to,
Regularly.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
regularly. But in university, I did not took any lots of classes, just few,
Mm-hmm.
and I have just I experienced good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Okay.
Because I started my own coaching institute during my university days very early,
Mm-hmm.
so I have to pay attention to these things. So I
Mm-hmm.
was
Okay.
not going to universities.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Did you belong to any clubs at university? And what kind of activities did you do with other club members? Was there any
Yes,
club as such?
yes, I have been president of my science club, Shekhar Science
Mm-hmm.
Club.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that was
What were
one
the
of the
activities
reasons.
that you used to do in the science club?
Like I have to make aware students and lots of other
Mm-hmm.
people that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what is the importance of science in their life,
Mm-hmm.
like what one can achieve from science. So these are the things I have been meeting with doctors and engineers and people who have studied science, so
Mm-hmm.
they can come and address the students about science.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, these
Okay.
are the things.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, nice, wonderful. I was never really a part of any club. I mean, we didn't have any clubs as such. I'm much older than you are, I believe. So there were no clubs. Only for cultural, I guess there was a club, cultural activities, but that was only once in a while.